$30 million private jet and electric lifestyle financing. Guys, let's work this video together. At the end of the video, there will going to be a quiz from 1 to 10 regarding to this video. So watch the video and listen carefully so that you know the right answer.
$148 models. Honestly, what would be the maximum budget that you would want to spend? This couch to 2 chairs, it would cost about $400,000. So the G550, this is what it looks like outside. That airplane's going to cost about $3.6 million a year to run it.
It's hard to hate on the truth, I'm living in. Enough men hate with their lies instead. Counting cash with the phone to my ear, I feel like Meek on a private jet.
We are in Liverpool doing some final taste tests for. It's quite cool that we're able to come to the manufacturing plant because they don't normally let this happen.
The suburbs are filled with ebonics and trap sonics.
And then what's the sodium content like and electrolyte profile?
It's like for like, I think. Elementary versus us. Yeah, so we've got slightly more electrolytes in, so it's the same in terms of sodium, potassium, chloride, but we've also got magnesium.
There's like, as you smell it, it smells quite intense, and you drink it.
It's like an odd flavor.
Yeah, it's odd. It doesn't taste like, and then after
you get that.
It's nice. Drink that. I think it fixes it.
Oh yeah, this one's much better.
It's masked the saltiness. Based on the original feedback. I'm trying the one that's
wow.
different.
Your favorite candy.
Quite intense.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
This one's nice. I actually think this one's my favorite one out of all of the flavors so far.
Try that because you've drunk that and the.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it doesn't even taste like.
And if you know that this is really healthy for you, it just makes it 10 times more enjoyable.
No, but I'm telling you right now, you will never ever sell me on a bottle ever.
He's gonna try that every time we see you.
Never. Bottles are just lame. Bottles are just lame. So after a heavy morning of testing, we've come down to 6 flavors from probably, I think we've had 40, 50 different variations. So came back after lunch, had some more prepared, and yeah, we have 6 in front of us. Unfortunately, we can only launch 2 to start with, so I guess it's time to decide.
Let's do it.
Fuck, you know. Bro, I need to fire my personal shopper. What the fuck is this? Like, what is this? I mean, this isn't me. I mean, the Loro is good, but we just need more Loro.
Guys, still reminding you that at the end of the video, there will going to be a quiz from 1 to 9. So listen to the video carefully so that you know the right answer. From 1 up to 9, that will be the quiz.
Did someone say Laura?
Why are you walking so slow? And aren't you meant to be in Sean?
Iman, my dearest Iman, how are you? Oh, God. It's good. It's no Loro. It's good. So Iman, see over here, you have some good shoes, summer walks. Not bad, not bad. These Dior's, very cotton, we'll let them slide. These right here, absolument fantastique. Okay.
Which one should I go for?
What do I always say, Iman? What do I always say? You see it?
You buy it.
You buy it, Iman! Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. Take them both. Oh. So, Iman, I say, go downstairs. We get some more. We get some more.
So, I also have some exciting news. About to hit 1 million on Instagram.
On what?
On Instagram.
Okay.
Do you have that app?
I've dabbled. Good job, Iman. Let's celebrate with some Loro. Ah. Okay, so this, Iman, is the gift of kings. 4 kings. So, got Vicuña got, either one, both fantastic, different occasions. For the summer, I'm more of a got man myself. But you would know. You would know. Because they just know. La Vigogne, or the Vicuña, as good as they come. Iman.
What is this?
Vicuña by Laura Piana. This.
No, but you haven't told us about what's vicuña.
Iman. La Vigogne, also known as Vicuña by Laura Piana, comes from a majestic Peruvian animal known as the vicuña. They are sheared once every 2 years, very delicately, always left to roam freely, and with their sheared fibers, our friends at Laura Piana make the finest of excellences, vicuña. Blockchain.
I had this, and then Alex cut a deal with our temporary maid in South Africa to put it in the wash, and now it's his.
Good deal. You see it? What do we do, Iman?
You buy it?
Buy it. Ah, yes. Very good. Iman, nothing better for your demoiselle. Nothing. Gawk, all white.
Isn't that beige?
Fantastic. Matching with your demoiselle a vicuña sweater for Iman Jr. Oh, the sound of excellence.
No KYK zippers, huh?
Laura Piana only.
So just gonna pick up a couple bits from the wall. They have space. Look, there's seats, bro. Okay.
Where are we going?
We are going to the jet business. The jet business is started by a guy called Steve. I remember when I used to live in London, I thought for years, like I would see it walking just here on Park Lane, hereabouts in Knightsbridge, and I always used to see a jet. And you don't really ever see that in London or really anywhere in the world, like a physical store for purchasing jets. Like, you know, you've got real estate agents and stuff like that. You can come in, you can see some houses, stuff like that, but you've never got something like that for jets. But yeah, now that things are kind of progressing along a little better, and it's something that I've been looking at a little bit more. Not yet, I want to make that clear, not yet, but within the next 1 to 2 years. Yeah, I thought we'd go along, have a chat with Steve, and then also maybe give you guys a little bit of insight and context into the jet business, how it works. I'll probably even get him to talk about jet chartering. I know a lot of you guys are curious, how much does it cost to actually fly private? Is it stupid? What are the kind of planes? So we'll run through all that with Steve.
Ambitious, 14 euro. Grades going down as I'm stacking up zeros.
Welcome to the jet business. Upon entering it, my favorite phrase is time is money, buy a jet. So, I mean, it really is the whole basis of owning an airplane. I'm always saying, you know, it's not about luxury. It's really about a time machine and being a capital asset to a company. This is a club room where sometimes, like right now, you know, we have a client in the main studio there, and so if we really want to, I have another video wall here that I could do another presentation on. However, this one I can't do the full floor plan of all the airplanes, and I'll show you. I'll take you through the app on that wall because it's just much more effective. It's one of these experiential journeys, if you want to call it that. If you're really interested in trying to buy an airplane, it's an unbelievable tool. So this is a little bit more of a private kind of atmosphere.
I know it's an ashtray there. You guys smoking here?
You can do whatever you want here.
Class clown type that like to holler at the chicks.
This is a Airbus 319, Airbus 320 actual cross section.
Guys, still reminding you that in this video, at the end of the video, there will going to be a quiz from 1 up to 9 regarding to this video. So listen to the video carefully so that you know the right answer.
Of the aircraft. I didn't really build this thing in here, put it in the front window really to sell Airbuses or Boeings. The real reason was obviously is a marketing gimmick to catch the people's eyes in the window.
Here on Park Lane, hereabouts in Knightsbridge, and I always used to see a jet.
A good marketing little ploy is this is really the money shot. People come driving down this road, and there's about, well, pre-COVID, there was about 90,000 vehicles every day going up and down here. About 40 people who own a jet every day passing through this window, and about half are different every day. So what we do is at nighttime, we take this little advertisement or video and we put it over here. So at night, everything is black around here, and then so when they drive down, they see this little video in the window, and then they see the airplane, then they see inside the window, and if they have anything to do with corporate aircraft, normally they will find the time to come back here and come inside the office.
A couple carrots in my ears, enough courage for me. I'm feeling like the local scene finally cherishing me.
So these are the 148 models. What we do now is we have to figure out a sensible way to filter the airplanes out that don't meet your parameters. Honestly, what would be the maximum budget that you would want to spend?
30 mil.
Okay. Do you want to have one section, two sections, or three sections? There's 4 or 5 or 6 people in a section. What do you think is?
It needs to be 8 minimum.
8 minimum. So now we're down to 58. The next one is the maximum range. So the longest trip from A to B, where do you think that would be 5 or 6 times a year?
I'd say farthest realistic, I don't know, maybe Dubai to London.
This is the range that you can go nonstop. Okay, so anywhere in Europe, you can make it to South Africa, and you can make it to Singapore. However, this is with no wind. Right? So now, this was the winds last week at 35,000 feet. So, which this means is that you're going to be able to fly faster when you're going east, and you're not going to be able to go as far on range, or it's going to take you longer when you're going west. You can see that here, you can make Singapore with all these airplanes. But if you were to start now in Singapore, you watch this. This is so you can see, if I go to Singapore, you are just barely. Matter of fact, if the winds get a little bit worse and get to 75 knots average, you're not going to make it back in that G280. One of the things people don't ever ask, which they absolutely should ask, is how much baggage can I put in my airplane? You can see that this number is the 6.4 cubic meters of luggage, and this is half. And I can tell you, this is a nightmare question. Every time somebody has an airplane, they never ask this question, and this is the most important thing of every flight. So this is 100% scale, okay? So I'm 6 foot, I'm 180. This is the exact size. And so if I wanted to take, let's say, the seats on the Gulfstream and compare it to the Challenger, that's the difference in the aisle width. It doesn't look like too big of a deal. You're getting a little bit more aisle width, but really where you see the difference is when we look at the floor plan. So this is 100% scale of the Gulfstream 550. You got the kitchen door here, the galley door, and most airplanes, the front section has these 4 single seats. This is really the normal setup. So the G550, this is what it looks like outside, and this is what it looks like inside. You can see it's got those 3 sections. This is the door that closes off, and you got that bedroom back there and the bathroom behind it. This airplane's got, for the class, it's got the biggest window. See how big that window is? Yeah. It's huge window. This is twice the size of, let's say, the windows on the airlines. Up front, you have a really big kitchen. Flight attendant can prepare anything. They can bring your food from Whole Foods, or you can get it from Harry's Bar, or wherever you want it. And you can get it from whatever place you want, but it's nice when it's prepared fresh on the airplane. Let's say this airplane, you're going to fly it 350 hours a year, and you're going to pay $450 a gallon. Okay, that airplane's going to cost about $3.6 million a year to run it. Okay, which is about $10,000 an hour. Really, the main thing, there's 3 things you could do to interior. There's soft goods, which is all the fabrics, whether it's the side panels, the ceiling, the seats, the carpet, that kind of stuff. Then the other part is the color of the wood. And then the other one is moving furniture around. To move furniture around is very, very expensive. They have to redo engineering drawings. I mean, literally on a G550, just to give you an idea, if you wanted to change this couch to 2 chairs, it would cost about $400,000.
What percentage of jet owners would you say just genuinely have it for personal use or corporate use? 2/3.
It's one third of all airplanes are out on the charter for third-party charter.
Because I think that's probably one of the things that most people don't understand. It's, okay, cool, very nice, you bought your jet, this, that. Now you're down $3 million a year just to maintain it and upkeep it. Are you seeing that more and more jet owners are buying it, understanding that, for example, in my position, I'm spending maybe $400,000 or $500,000 a year on jet charters. Why don't I buy a jet myself, and then why don't I charter it out in the meantime?
Well, that is a great question. When you're operating it, when you have an airplane, the budget is broken up into 2 things. You got fixed cost, and you have variable cost. Fixed cost is what you have to pay whether you fly 1 hour or 400 hours. Okay, it's the pilot salaries, it's the insurance, it's the hangar, all those things, whether you move the airplane or not, you pay. And then every hour you fly it, you have fuel, landing fees, catering, pilots, hotels, Eurocontrol, flight, all that kind of stuff. So the variable cost per hour is $5,700. So if you're flying 400 hours a year, it costs you $4,000 an hour fixed cost, plus 50, so it's $9,500 an hour. But if you start flying more hours, then this is less per hour, so it's cheaper to fly per hour the more you fly it. If you're able to charter this airplane for $12,000 an hour, dollars we're talking about, and every hour is costing you half that, that means you're making $6,000 an hour profit, not including fixed costs. If you can charter the airplane out for 200 hours, that's 200 times 6, you're making a profit of $1.2 million. That comes off of this, and now your fixed costs are only $400,000. So if you're flying now half the 200 hours and you're renting it out for 200 hours, if you get this to $400,000 and you're flying 200 hours a year, it's $2,000 an hour, plus this, so now it's costing you $7,500 an hour. And the more you fly it, the cheaper it gets. You'll say, well, I can go rent it out 300 hours a year. You can, but every other day you're gonna get a phone call. You have to give owner approval, and you're gonna say, well, who is it? And, I just did the interior. I don't want them to have red wine. I don't want them to smoke. I don't want them to have a dog. I don't want them to have a coffee, because they're gonna spit on the carpet, and on a Gulfstream, they replace the carpet. Carpet is $70,000. So, or if you have a kid who's chartering the plane, he has a Sharpie, and oh, mommy, and right across the wall on the suede, and you're not going to get it out, so you have to replace the pan. These kind of things are inconvenient.
That is the end of the video. So we are going to the next step, which is squeeze from 1 to 9. And if you think that this video is useful, then please like the video, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Here is the squeeze from 1 to 9. The squeeze option from A to D. If you think that A is the correct answer, B, C, or D, please give your answer in comment below. Squeeze 1. According to the video, what is the estimated annual cost to operate a Gulfstream 550 if flew from 350 hours per year? A. 400,000. B. 1.2 million. C. 3.6 million. D. 30 million. What is the right answer? A, B, C, or D? C is the right answer. Steve from the jet business calculated this as the approximately yearly cost, breaking down to about 10,000 per hour. Let's go to squeeze 2. Squeeze 2. What is the quote price for the simple interiors modifications of changing a coach to 2 cars on a G550? A. 400,000. B. 12,000. C. 70,000. D. 9,500. Which option do you think is the right answer? A, B, C, or D? A is the right answer. This high cost is due to the need for a new engineering drawings and certification for even minor furniture changes. Let's go to squeeze 3. During the average tasty test, what type of packaging does the Emma Gasset immediately refuse to use for his product? A. Punches. B. Bottles. C. Cartons. D. Cans. Which option do you think is the correct answer? A, B, C, or D? B is the right answer. Emont explicitly stated that you will never even sell me on a bottles, never, calling them lemon. Let's go to squeeze 4. Squeeze 4. According to the personal shopper, how frequently are the vicuna animals said to produce the highly priced wool? A. Every once every 5 years. B. Once a year. C. Twice a year. D. Once every 2 years. Which option do you think is the right answer? A, B, C, or D? D is the right answer. Once every 2 years. The shopper explained that the animals are swayed declarately and infrequently, allowing them to roam freely within this year. Let's go to quiz 5. What is the emergency stated timeline for potentially purchase a private jet? A. He planned to buy once immediately. B. Within the next 1 to 2 years. C. Within the next 5 years. D. He is only looking into chartering. Which option do you think is the right answer? A, B, C, or D? Squeeze 6. What unique marketing tools is featured in the front windows of the private jet business on Park Lane? A. An annual crossing sections of an Airbus fuselage. B. A full scale replicant of a Gulfstream G550. C. A luxurious car and jet pairing display. D. A live feed of private jet taking off. Which option do you think is the right answer? A, B, C, or D? A is the right answer. An annual crossing sections of an Airbus feels like Steve explained this was installed to catch the eyes of the thousands of people passing in by daily. Let's go to squeeze 7. Squeeze 7. How does chartering out a private jet impact the owners all over cost as explained by Steve? A. It reduced the effective per hour cost by splitting fixed costs over more hours. B. It eliminates all variable costs for the owner. C. It has no impact on the owner's cost as chartered revenue is pure profit. D. It increased the per hour cost due to additional insurance requirements. Which option do you think is the right answer? A, B, C, or D? A is the right answer. It reduced the effective per hour cost by splitting fixed costs over more hour. Fixed costs like salary, hunger, fees are paid regardless of flying hours. So more hours including charter makes each hours cheaper for the owner. Let's go to squeeze 8. Squeeze 8. Before narrowing them down, approximately how many different flavor variations of the new drinks did Emma teams tested? 148 variation. B. 6 variation. C. 40 to 50 variation. D. 2 variation. Which option do you think is the right answer? A, B, or C? C is the right answer. 40 to 50 variation. Emma mentioned they came down from the large numbers after a heavy mornings of testing. Let's go to the quiz. Quiz 9. What important jet selection criteria does Steve mention that customers often fail to ask about, but it is critical for every flight? A. The size of the windows. B. The bucket capacity. C. The weight of the axle. D. The branch of the zippers. Which option do you think is the right answer? A, B, C, or D? B is the right answer. Bucket capacity is the bucket capacity. Steve stated this is the nightmare question people never ask beforehand and call it the most important things of every flight. That is the last squeeze. Guys, if you think that this video means something, it's useful, then consider to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, comment also.